Alright, so picture this. You're looking at the upcoming con schedule and things that are going on there, and you see that there's going to be a photo shoot for a fandom that you're cosplaying and you really enjoy. So you plan out going there, and what happens? Not fun stuff! That's what. I'm about to tell you guys why I hate photo shoots at conventions. They stress me out, they make me anxious, and here's why. First of all, at every photo shoot I've been to, there's always too many people. It gets super, super crowded. Even if the photo shoot itself isn't that big, they always happens. They end up smushing you into a small space, and it just gets crowded and everybody's pushing against each other, and it's super hot and super uncomfortable, and just not fun. And even if it's outside, then people have to clump together so that they can actually hear the speaker. Which leads me to point 2. The yelling! There's always so much yelling at photo shoots because there's so many people. Again, even if it's a small one, they somehow manage to make it feel crowded. I don't understand that logic. I don't know how that works, but it's a thing. So, yeah, too loud, too much yelling, I'm being squished against, people are screaming at me, and it is stressful. On to point 3, cosplay competition. I love cosplay competitions. I love entering into craftsmanship. I love doing stupid skits. I love doing dance things on stage. I love watching all that. I love seeing, alright, whose is the best? Who made it the best way? Whose dance was flawless? Who did it perfectly, right? But not when I go to a photo shoot and I just want to take some pretty pictures, and just get some pictures of other people, because that's not how it works, guys. So at photo shoots, it's more subtle. You don't go in there looking for a competition. It's literally just people lining up to take pictures of each other from the same fandom. That's all it's supposed to be. But because it's people from the same fandom, you always get repeat cosplayers. It's not like you're gonna have one cosplayer of each character. It's gonna be 5 of one character, 1 of another character, and then 10 of another character. That's just how it goes. If I were to be in a My Hero Academia photo shoot, I'd be alongside probably 12 other Dekus, because this is a popular guy to cosplay, because he's awesome. If you don't know the show, it's good. But yeah, so people, if you're cosplaying the same character as them, some people, this isn't everybody, of course, like, obviously everyone's different, but it happens quite often that people will get very attached to the character that they're cosplaying, or they feel very prideful of their own, and then they'll non-directly bash yours, basically, if it's not as good. I mean, you're always going to get that when you go to a convention. There's almost always going to be someone whose cosplay is better than yours, and there might be someone whose cosplay is worse than yours, and that's just how that goes. That's fine. But at photo shoots, you're in a direct comparison. And usually the same characters are put in the same photos together. So especially if you feel insecure, which everybody does sometimes, it makes it even worse because you're clumping all the characters in together, and it almost feels like a side-by-side comparison of, oh, now you can see who got the shoes right, you can see who got the wig right, and all these different things. And yeah, especially in the Love Live fandom, there's a ton of competition in that regard. Usually if you're cosplaying the same girl as another person, they won't talk to you. I've tried before in Love Live cosplay talking to someone who's the same character as me, and they literally ignored me, like literally looked me in the eye and then looked away. And this doesn't just happen in Love Live fandom, obviously it happens all over across the board. Yeah, and it's seriously not fun, and it's especially pointed out at photo shoots because you're going into there knowing you're going to see people cosplaying the exact same thing that you are, and it just gets really weirdly competitive. And you know, another element to the competitiveness of it is the attractiveness part. Like, if you see someone that's prettier than you, even if you got all the elements of the cosplay perfect, like everything that you did is nicer, you know, you spent more money on it, you spent more time on it, whatever, your actual material's better, someone else can come out and just slop on a cosplay together, and if they're attractive, they'll probably be perceived of their cosplay being better than yours, just because more people are attracted to them, and that sucks. That sucks. But yeah, okay, next part. Part number 4 as to why photo shoots are not my favorite thing to do is ship pictures. Ugh. Ship pictures at photo shoots, that's a thing. Okay, so basically what happens there, if you don't already know, is they'll yell out a ship and then all the characters that are in that ship go to it, and then you have to do ship things with there. And it's usually really awkward because it's not a set thing where if you think of a ship photo, you could be thinking of something completely different than me. You could be thinking about hugging, thinking about kissing. I went to one photo shoot where they had all the characters. There was only one character of part of the ship and then like 5 characters of the other part of the ship. So they had those 5 characters bow down to that one character, which I mean I guess is funny, cute. I don't know, it just felt kind of weird. I was one of the ones bowing, so I think that's why it was weird. Yeah, it's just awkward. And then also you don't know anybody's ages at conventions. So say you're one of the people that likes to kiss or do more intimate things in cosplay photos, you know, it makes sense, okay? It's like a ship pic, you know, if you're passionate about the ship, alright. If you're open to that, that's cool, right? But you don't know anyone's age at an anime convention, and it's not like people walk around with their age drawn on their forehead, like, and sometimes it's weird to ask that because then you'll be perceived as being creepy or weird if you're like, oh wait, how old are you? And it's like, I just want to know if I can kiss you. Are you legal? Can I see IDs? Basically what's going on there. And it just gets awkward. I've heard of quite a few instances of people who were 16 or older kissing people for cosplay that were around the age of 12. And they really just didn't know, either of them on either parts, how old the other person was. You gotta think, when you're in cosplay, you're wearing a wig, you're wearing makeup, you're wearing something random and weird. Things get confusing. So that's a really awkward element to it. And then if you're saying, oh, well, you shouldn't be doing that kind of stuff in cosplay anyways, it's just, I don't know, man, it's weird. The whole thing is just, it's too uncomfortable, it's too awkward, photo shoots are awkward, and just, yeah, too much crowd, too much yelling, too much competition, and too much awkward. That's why I don't like photo shoots. Thank you for listening.